Is clearly back to her normal self. Just like last night. Oh, she's so funny. Like, just nonstop. Look at this. Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. No. 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 You giving me husky talk? Are you giving me husky talk? Annie, are you giving me husky talk? Oh. Shh. Do you have to go outside? You have to go outside? No. You don't have to go outside. I know you don't. All right, we're going to start this one off like we always do. Charles Swindoll's quote, attitude. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It's more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It'll make or break a company, a church, a home. The remarkable thing is, we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I'm convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. You are in charge, and we are in charge of our attitudes. Charles Swindoll. Hey, Giovanni, Olivia, how you guys doing? How was your day? Or I should say, how were your days? For both of you. She started off really, I don't know how you call it, mouthy, husky mouthy, like the woof, 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 woof. Oh, that's good, Olivia. You're okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing pretty good. I might be a little tired, but other than that, I'm good. Who's got the blue? I don't even see. I don't even. Can somebody tell me who the blue dot is? There's no name. How can you be on YouTube without a name, without a username? Like the life of Olivia Elvis. Sorry, the life of Olivia Ellis has this little icon next to it, and it looks like her face, like a headshot. But then there was a blue dot. Back off, Olivia. He's my man. Who's in blue? Who's in the blue circle? It's just a blue circle, and there's no name. Am I the only one seeing that? What is that? Great, you had a football game today. We won 27-20. Oh, nice. Wow, I'm surprised you played football. Is it an indoor football league, Giovanni? Kick Blue. What's Kick Blue? See, I don't see Kick Blue. Who is Kick Blue? How old are you, Kick Blue? JGM plays. I am okay. No. It wasn't in. I'm thinking your no was an answer to the question of whether it was indoors or not. Oh, Kick Blue. Oh, okay. All right, I don't know what I did. I just said hide user on this channel. So it just said message deleted by Matt Hargett, view blocked message. So, okay, I'm not sure what else to do. I don't know how to kick. I don't know how to kick him. I don't know how to ban someone from the chat. Is this a bad time? Why is this a bad time? Donut Dolly. Life of Olivia Elvis / stream. Boy, I'm not following tonight. Is this a bad time? Why were you asking, is this a bad time, Dolly? Oh, Matt, if you stream on non-vertical, I might get less weirdos. Oh, if I stream on horizontal, you mean? Okay. Should I do horizontal in the morning and at night? What do you guys think? Okay. I'll have to I'll hear. I'm not weird, trust. My game. Oh, your games are outdoors. Wow, Giovanni, that's pretty brutal to have outdoor football games in weather like this. Hey, Sandwich, how you guys doing? Chat, are you Wait, chat, are you gonna BA me? Oh, ban me? I don't know. Why would I ban you? I didn't see anything yet. Sandwichstein. Jordan Washington keeps retracting messages. Blessings, Frank. Hey, I'm gonna do a poll. I think I'll do a poll, see how it comes out. And I'll be real specific with my question. Jordan Washington is right next to me. He said that he hates your content. Ban him because I'm a big fan. What is going on? The vertical fine. Vertical's fine. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll play around with it. I don't know how, I guess it depends on how you guys watch, you know? Do you watch on vertical? Well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? You would rotate your phone and watch on vertical or horizontal. If I did horizontal, then it would be easier for me to get a remote mic because then I'll be able to plug something in the bottom of my phone, but then it would have to be horizontal. So then it wouldn't bump into my gimbal. You know what I mean? Because I've been trying to buy, I tried to buy 2 different microphones that would have like a windscreen on them, both for inside and outside. Inside, because I know, Olivia, you hear the fan, it sounds like a fan or an airplane. So I was gonna get one of those for like $60, but it interfered with my gimbal. Annie, get off when I'm in vertical mode. I bet he put on 5 arm sleeves. I would put on 5 arm sleeves because when you hit the ground too, like, and everything's so cold, it would hurt really bad. Oh, you guys are great. Oh, what was I gonna do? There was something I was gonna do and I forgot. Oh, it's a long day. Yeah, how was everybody's day? Let's see, Dolly. It was a long day. I wanted a treat. Did this protein brownie recipe and it didn't come out right. Oh, that's too bad. Uh-oh, look at this. Back to her old self. All over me with her chew toys. humping me. Uh-oh, don't tell me you lost it. Did you get it? No, she got it. Oh, Alexander's here? Oh my goodness. Privyet, Alexander. What's the other one? I'm still working on it. Kakavi, Alexander. Oh, not another bad day, Olivia. I'm sorry. Are you doing too much? Are you busy, or there's just people not being nice again? Man. Hey, good luck on your next game, Giovanni. Let's see, against one of the best school of football. You are gonna win. It's all up here. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. Envision yourself winning, envision yourself making great plays, and you'll make great plays. Yogurt and protein powder just turned into sludge. That sounds good though. I'm gonna have to get some yogurt and try to mix my chocolate protein powder into it and see what it tastes like. Just those two things, just to see. Oh yeah, good question, Dolly. Is it American football or oh, Star QB? Okay, so it's American football. That was a good question. I didn't think of that, Dolly. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what that answer was, Alexander. I can't read Russian. I can't even translate it on here. That's trouble. People not being kind, but oh well, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. What did I do? Oh man. I made my morning video, as you know. Then I went to a Bible study, an adult Bible study. Then I went to a dealership where I had my car was leaking coolant. And I just replaced the rear struts last week. And then right away, my car started leaking coolant. And I had to get a new water pump, replace the rear brakes and the drive belt because the coolant was leaking all over the drive belt. So it's just like $1,500 later. They still have my car. I'm driving around one of the dealership cars. I hope to get it back tomorrow, but I did that. Took Annie to the dog park. Finished changing my addresses online and updating my credit card because my credit card got compromised. So all my subscriptions and whatever doctors had my credit card, I had to call or log in and change to my new credit card and delete the old credit card. So I just did a bunch of weird stuff like that today. Yeah, I think that was it. I didn't even get to work out today, but that's okay. My legs are so sore because I lifted with my son yesterday. Let me see, Bible study. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I was at the dealership for a little while waiting to find out how long it was going to take for them to repair it because I brought it in. They said they were going to diagnose it before they started lunch, and I got there 10 minutes early and they still didn't do it. But I think they wanted to show me some new cars, try to sell me a new car. So I didn't drive any, but I did look at and sit in a bunch of them, talk to some guy for about an hour. But I cannot afford a new car. There's no way. They don't have their star QB. Wow. Oh, almond milk. Oh, nice. You're a 4-star QB for your school? Wow, Giovanni, that's awesome. I didn't know you were a QB. That is sweet. What grade are you in? You must be in 8th grade, I'm guessing. Because football didn't start till 8th grade, I don't think, when I played. Yeah, Giovanni's 13, but what grade are you in? I'm kind of curious what grade football this is, what level football. Annie, she's like, can you tell she's back to normal? You're not paying attention to me. I have infinite, unlimited energy. The husky snorts and snuffles because she wants to get me to play. You are a piece of work. Get off of me. Gotcha. I'm sorry. That's too funny. I love this dog. Stop humping. Oh my gosh. No. How do you stop humping? Does somebody know? How do you stop a dog from humping? It's kind of I know it's a dominance thing, but it's also like, hey, pay attention to me. Like, I need time now. Annie, no. Oh, your tire pressure, Dolly? You mean you try to fill up your tire with air and it doesn't hold air, or it doesn't take in air? Hey, idiom. I think we missed you last night. Glad to see you back. Dolly, you worked out and did a ton of squat thrusts. Oh, that's good. Yeah, my son had me doing those yesterday, and man, my legs are killing me. He's a college athlete, though. It's not fair. Oh, 8th grade. Okay, that's what I thought. Cool, Giovanni. I hope you guys win. Annie's back in action. Yeah, she's back in action in a big way. It's absurd. We were out this morning at least a half an hour. She's running around doing whatever she wants to for at least a half an hour. And then I went to the dog park for at least a half an hour this afternoon. Sometime between 4 and 5, I think. We were there. But I don't know. Look at her. She's such a sorry. Not again. No, we're not humping. Listen to the husky huffs. I love those. It's so awesome. Do you have to go outside, Annie? No, you're smelling my jacket. Okay. All the other dogs' smells on my jacket. Oh, Dolly, she just has a lot of feelings, Matt. Are you talking about Annie? Probably she does. Oh, you don't know how to put air in your tires. Yeah, too bad you didn't work near Frank's or live or work near Frank. Frank has a car wash, and unbelievably, unlike almost every other place in the United States, he offers free air. So I don't know if you guys have a lot of those, but you go to a gas station or a convenience store these days or a car wash, And you got to, put your credit card in to put air in your tires. That used to be free everywhere. Not anymore. But it's free at Frank's place. So if you're ever in downtown Columbus or in the Columbus area, you got to go to Frank's Car Wash. It's one of those manual car washes, but if you have an RV or a big truck, you can, even a semi can go in there and wash. It's pretty nice, pretty convenient. And he has 3, not just one, he has 3 free air hoses. Maybe I shouldn't PR his business like that on here. He's probably not going to be happy. I'm not sure I should have said that. Anyway, I was just trying to be helpful. Hey, Donut, what does BB mean? I think maybe baby. Yeah. I thought it meant baby, meaning you're young. All right. Good night, Giovanni. She's vocal tonight. Come fix my tires, Frank. This is a funny night. So, how about, okay, I was going to do a poll. Oh, no semi-trailers, just the bobtail for the dump truck. Oh, good. See? There it is, 1320 East 5th Avenue, Columbus, Ohio. It's near the heart of Columbus, right off I-71. There's 6 bays too, and each one of them has a vacuum. So even if you have to wait, you can vacuum your car first while you're in line. It's like beautiful. A lot of places have the vacuum separate from where you go wash your car, but here you can vacuum and then you pull forward and wash your car. So even if you have to wait, if you can't wash your car right away, you can pull right in, stop, vacuum your car, and then by the time you're done vacuuming, you can pull in and get your car washed. It's really nice. And it's all brick too. It's pretty cool, pretty nice. Idiom, Dolly's just air. Wait, I'm too young for this channel. I don't think you're too young. We don't talk about anything bad, but we can have serious adult conversations sometimes, but nothing bad, I don't think, Giovanni. I'm not offended by. I just don't know what the cutoff for kids means on YouTube, because to go live, I think you need to do something to say, yes, it's made for kids. You have to pass some kind of review or something before they'll even let you do that. So I always choose no kids. But then somebody told me that the cutoff for kids was 13 or something like that. And I'm like, what? I thought a difference between a child and an adult was 18. So, because it doesn't tell you that, it just says kids or no kids. I didn't know you had to look up YouTube's definition of kids. Hey, Ryan, how are you? How was your day, Ryan? How was everybody's day? On a scale of 1 to 10. All right, let me do a poll. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can do this. Let me start a poll. All right, hold on. This is getting kind of tricky. Typing while holding a gimbal, that's not good while the thing's moving. I don't understand these options. Oh, I see. I see what I have to do. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just learning. Oh, I can only have 4 options. So it's on a scale of 1 to 4. Sorry. There's a lot of wild stuff on Twitter and YouTube. Now, this isn't anything to worry about. No. Your day was meh. Does that mean just kind of boring? Not good, not bad? Yeah, it's about 2 hours. I don't know if you guys saw my poll. I tried to post it. Oh, yeah, there are some votes. You can't even have an average day. You're either going to have a below average day at 1 or 2 or an above average day at 3 or 4. You're not allowed to add any more options than 4 options. You can only have 4 options. I couldn't even do 1 through 5. Cole, what is going on, Cole? Oh, 1 is not a good day. 4 is a great day. Because I was trying to do 1 to 10. 1 is a bad day. 2 is a not so good day. 3 is a pretty good day. And 4 is a great day. I hope that's how everybody looked at it. Oh, man, we got a 1, a 2, and a 3. That's a below average. Oh, there's a 4. Someone had a 4. Nice. Oh, someone took, yeah. Whoop. I don't know how to minimize this. I'm really not good at this. Good morning from Germany. Hey, Angelica. Thanks for joining. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It'll help me out a lot. And share it with other people, too. Cool people, anyway. I've got a problem. I cannot get rid of the poll. Oh, there. I just had a tap on it. I'm afraid to do things sometimes. All right, look at this. Annie, no humping. Annie. No humping. Hi, baby girl. Oh, I know what I was going to ask a question. Angelica from Germany. Boy, it's pretty late there, isn't it, Angelica? Isn't it like 1:30 in the morning or 2 in the morning? Guten Morgen. How nice. How many walks does she go on a day? 2. So in the morning, it's not even a walk. I mean, she gets to run around and do whatever she wants. She's running around, walking, sniffing, dragging sticks around while I'm doing my live. But once we get there, we've got to walk in to where we go. So that's at least a half an hour. And then I took her to the dog park for half an hour where she's running around and wrestling with other dogs the whole time. And she still has this much energy. I was worried about getting her because it said she's a Pitsky, right? Pit Bull Husky mix. Oh, sorry. Things messed up. And they said, if you're going to get a Pitsky, don't have an apartment. I was in an extended stay hotel at the time. And now I have an apartment. This is probably she needs somewhere big to run around and she needs a yard. But that's why I'm lucky enough to have found that place in the morning where I can take her off leash and she can just do whatever she wants. Annie does need a treadmill. I am going to try and train her on the treadmill, honestly. I tried to put her on it once when I was at the hotel, but she wouldn't get on. So I'm going to take her in there one time with a whole bunch of high value treats and try to teach her how to go on a treadmill. And like, I'll do the elliptical for a half an hour, and then she can do the treadmill for a half an hour. Now that would be a pretty funny live. Yeah, she does need a house, but this guy does not have the. I used to have a house. I had a house from 1993 until 2018. And that's what divorce and job loss will do to you. Put you in hotels and apartments. Hey, we've got a 1, a 2, 2 threes, and a 4. So we're slightly above average on the day. That's good. If you haven't voted in the poll, you guys can do that. What up? What happened to the Germany? Angelica. Good morning. Like that morning is really early morning though. I think it's like 2:30 in the morning. So I was kind of curious what she was doing up. Maybe she was just partying or something. Oh, I know. I'm going to end this poll. I have one more poll. Idiom says, "Well, you got through it." Yeah, I'm not sure what I got through. Got through my day. My day was a 2 only because my car had more problems than originally anticipated. So my bill was 50% higher than what I thought it was going to be. It was like $1,500 instead of $1,000. Just kind of bummed. Oh, let's see. Donut Dolly. Is Orangey? Oh, Orangey's still with us. Yeah, Orangey's still with us. I think I'm labeling the night lives. It just says Matt Hargett is live, and I'm just leaving that title. And then I put "Where's Orangey" afterwards. So Orangey is here. I guess I haven't been panning enough, but I'll just do a quick pan. I don't want to be too obvious too early, but we just do a quick pan here. Go this way. There. That's it. Okay. Oh, Dustin, you're a 4. Nice. Welcome, Dustin. I'm glad. All right. Here's something else. It's hard to type and use the gimbal. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, I must have hit something. It went away. No, Annie, no. Annie is hump fest. I wonder if you're tired. I think you're overtired. You're just standing up because I'm up and I'm talking and you think I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to my phone. Here comes another poll. If I don't mess it up again. I put them in alphabetical order. Orange, there it isn't. Did someone find Orangey? Yeah, Ryan. I could probably do more on my own vehicle. You just need a lift or you need 2 jacks just to be safe. I'm not a kind of person who would put 1 jack under a car and go under there because I'm liable to like twitch or kick my leg out and kick the jack and the thing would crush my head. You got to chat GPT and YouTube those repairs. That's true, but we're talking about water pumps that need to take the drive belt off, the main drive belt, main pulley on the engine. I don't know. But I also need somewhere warm to work on them. There's nowhere warm. I don't even have a garage. The rear brakes probably be good to have so you need like at least a 2-post lift in a warm environment. And I have neither. I don't even have a garage. But I am going to have to start doing more on my own. Like they wanted to charge me. Actually, it was even cheaper than the other dealership, I think it was, or the other. There's another place called Luke's Auto Repair, which is pretty good. I trust them, but they're more expensive. The dealer was going to replace my front washer motor for $230 something bucks, and I think the auto repair place was going to charge me $260 something. So, I wasn't going to do it because I can do that myself, and I can wait till it gets warm and just get a motor somewhere, maybe even from a junkyard, and then replace it myself. So some of the stuff I can do myself, but water pumps, nah, I'm not going to do that. Warm environment, not something you think about in California. That's right, Dustin. It was cold. Man, next week is going to be a brutal week because there's one day. Now, granted, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, so it's a few days off. It could change. But I think it was Monday, the low temperature, which is always at the time right before sunrise when I'm out there doing my live. It's going to be 1 degree on Monday. Then it's going to be -5 degrees on Tuesday and -5 degrees on Wednesday morning. So it's going to be a lot colder than it even was earlier this week here. Oh my gosh, I can't look at it, but I gave my daughter something for Christmas, but I couldn't put it all together because it was like a wooden base with a long screw and a brass horse, because she has a horse and she rides horses, she jumps horses and stuff like that. So I didn't have a screw long enough to go through the wood and attach to the brass horse. So she had to do it, and she did it tonight. And I know she did because I keep bugging her, and she finally did it, and she sent me a picture. So I'm gonna have to share it with Frank because I think the horse came from one of Frank's finds, one of his auction or yard sale finds or something like that. Oh, you do not want to know about my dinner. It was not a good dinner because I ate a big salad with avocado and shredded cheese at about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So for dinner, I just had chunk cheese and peanuts and a diabetic shake. So I didn't make anything. What did you have for dinner, Ryan? Yeah, the weather next week is terrible. Oh my goodness. There's King James Version or other. And there's at least three others. Can you guys tell me? I'm really curious. What are the other? What's your favorite Bible translation? Because I'd like to look into it. I'd like to look into it. I mean, I think ESV is a popular one at the Baptist church that I'm at, anyway. But you know, I just wondered if I could look it up on Bible Gateway afterward. ESV, okay, Dustin. Yeah, I heard that's good too. That was highly recommended by one of the teachers at a Bible study at this church too. And he's not even one of the pastors, but he does teach there. He's a professor at like a theological school. KJV, okay. I go to a Baptist church. Yeah, I go to a Baptist church now. I was Catholic, then I went for a long time, then I didn't go anywhere, then I went to a non-denominational evangelical church. Then I went to a Catholic church for a little while when I was back up in Cleveland, and now I'm going to a Baptist church. I believe in the C.S. Lewis theory. All you need is Jesus as your savior. That's it. Everything else is, I don't want to say irrelevant, but it's kind of like man-made traditions which make it a certain denomination, you know? So that's why C.S. Lewis said, just get in the hallway, which is Christ is your savior. And then whatever flavor you want, just go into that door. I think that's a great way of putting it. It doesn't really matter what denomination you are, you know? But I do go to a Baptist church. But that's probably why I can switch so easily, because I kind of have that viewpoint. Hey, KJV. Idiom KJV too, wow. Oh, you love I go to a Baptist one? Yeah, it's good. They teach hermeneutics, and you know, I get to really, and the Bible teaching's really good. There's a guy there who grew the church astronomically, and he was the pastor for 43 years, but he finally became too old, but he's still been teaching Bible study, adult Bible study for 13 years. So 56 years. He's like the pastor emeritus still, but he was the main pastor, the lead pastor for 43 years, and now he's teaching the biggest Bible study class for 13 years. He's 91 years old, and he still has his mind with him. He stands up the whole time when he's teaching. Guy's incredible at 91. Incredible. I was in a Foursquare. What's a Foursquare? OPC. What's OPC too? Sorry, Dustin. I'm trying to figure that out. I see we're in a Foursquare. What's a Foursquare? Non-denomination and then OPC. Your aunt's Catholic. That's cool. Yeah, if you like a lot of rigidity and tradition, you know, Catholicism is your thing. Once you get in the hallway, you just got to figure out what you like best. The Baptist church is really good. I really enjoy it. Maybe because Frank joins me. Frank introduced me to that church anyway. He's a good guy. Oh, Foursquare against it. Okay. Okay. You ever hear he is a Foursquare? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these I have never heard of. I don't even think I've heard of OPC. I keep thinking, what? Wow, Dustin, OPC is Orthodox Presbyterian Church. I wonder what's wrong with that comment because YouTube flagged it and wouldn't show it. And I had to click view the message and then select show or hide. What is wrong with OPC is other or Orthodox Presbyterian Church? There isn't one bad word in there. That's so strange. Heard of Calvinism. My son, who's a freshman in college, he goes to Calvin University in Grand Rapids. He's home on break. He's the one I lifted weights with. He's a goalkeeper for Calvin. Yeah, so I've heard of Calvinism. Oh, okay. OPC is synonymous with Calvinism. Okay, gotcha. It's a secret. So you're OPC now, Dustin? Oh, you're not a total Calvinist. Okay, gotcha. I gotta hide my. Oh, that's good. That's smart. Yeah, that's smart. Annie, I'm just watching. Yeah, that is cool to have those conversations. Nope, that is not orangey on the white desk. And that's yeah, it kind of looks like a desk. It's the HVAC unit. Orangey is not there. Orangey's not there. Oh, Ryan. Uh-oh. We may have a winner. Yes, orangey is on my burnt orange hat. Very good. You must have a big screen. I was trying to make it very difficult. Ryan, didn't you win yesterday? You got to pick something, Ryan. What do you want me to do? What do you want? What do you want from me? I'll have to get you something. You're 2 nights in a row. You're like idiom. You're taking over. Yeah, I figured that was a good hiding spot for her. They're going to have to get a little bit harder as we go forward. I just wanted to have fun for a couple days and put them in the scrapbook and then right behind me. Where? I think it's, yeah, it says 30 degrees. It's pretty warm. For some reason, the temperature is like rising in the late afternoon today and evening. Oh. I better end the poll. I'm surprised by the King James Version. And I'm wondering what all the others were, because I only heard from, I think it was Dustin. He said ESV. I've got an NIV now, just because it's easy to read and I can take notes in it the way that the book was made. And it was at half price books. But for all the other translations, I like to just use Bible Gateway and switch between them. Ryan does have good eyes. I mean, I barely saw the cat when I was panning past it, and I knew where it was. I was trying to make it harder. Oh, yeah. Well, oh, I know what I wanted to bring up. Nye, I think it was name was Bill Nye and Kevin Ham. You guys were talking about them last night, and that Kevin Ham guy seems a little bit far out there. Like he was trying. I didn't watch the debate. I'll be honest, but I watched the opening remarks, and I don't know if it was the first or second debate. But that Ham guy said something like the Earth is only 6,000 years old. Like the Earth, not humans or anything. He said the Earth is 6,000 years old. I don't know where he gets that from. I was just wondering about what you guys thought about that. Oh, Ken Ham. Okay, thanks, Olivia. Threshold Moment. Hey, welcome back, Threshold Moment. Hopefully you didn't have another life or death situation. Yeah, I didn't watch it. But I was, and one of the reasons I didn't watch it was I was kind of disappointed by the Earth being only 6,000 years old. I can't buy that. And the topic was something that had to do, I don't know what the exact topic was, but it had something to do with, I don't know, it was something to do with science, but I don't know why it sounded like that. It was like that. I don't know. That's a creationist view. But not necessarily. I believe God created the world and the universe, but I don't think the Earth is only 6,000 years old. And there's nothing in the Bible that would, that says that it can only be 6,000 years old. How does he know? Yeah. You're a theistic evolutionist. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I'm learning a lot from you guys. Why do I believe the Earth is older than 6,000 years? Because I believe that carbon dating is accurate. And I believe all those fossils and artifacts and bones, et cetera, found under layers and layers and layers deep underground, prove that the Earth is older than 6,000 years. That's why I believe it. Octogrammer. Good morning, Octogrammer. Oh, I see. God did that in 6 days. Okay. Yeah. I read a different view on that, and it's a book by Dennis McCollum. It's a 2-part book. I think it's all on Genesis. You guys should get it. It's a pretty good book. And it explains how to think about those 6 days. Yep, science has been wrong, that's for sure. But I do believe in science. I kind of believe in both. It's kind of hard. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain. Hard to explain. Oh, it's better to talk in terms of what you think rather than what you believe. Okay. That's fair, threshold moment. Why? Because think, when I use the word think, that means thought, where belief is just, could be randomness, like faith or something. Is that what that means? I don't know exactly what the difference between what I think versus what I believe. Because I guess I would say I do not believe that the earth is only 6,000 years old. I think it is much older than that. That's how I would phrase it exactly. But maybe my English is bad. I'm not very good at vocabulary. I was good at math and science, but I wasn't good at English. Oh, you're not a literalist. Okay. What's the book on Genesis? I should find. I think I have it on my Kindle, which I don't know exactly. Oh, I know where my Kindle is. Watch it be dead. If the battery's dead, I'll have to give it to you another day. Let me see. I think it's in here. My Kindle's got to be in here. Better be in here. Yeah, it is. But just look up, Genesis is in the title, and the author is Dennis McCollum, I believe. Yeah, the battery's dead. I'm sorry, guys. And Dennis McCollum is either, I think it's McCallum. But if not, try MAC at the beginning, but I believe it's just MC. And I think it's CALLUM, but you can also try CULLUM. But anyway, he's written a lot of books. And it's a book on, it's a 2-part book. Excuse me. At the time, it was a 2-part book on Genesis. And like, it could be like one whole chapter is on the first verse. That's kind of the detail that these books go into the book of Genesis. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. Oh, did Christian scientists and non-believing all side with Nye? Yeah. The Bema Project. Okay, I'll check that out. The Bema Project. Hey, B. How you doing, Pops? Lessons from Genesis, a study companion. Yeah, I think so. I think that's it. That sounds like the title. That's a really good way to look at Genesis, because it's fair, and he tries to be objective, and he talks about both points, and then he talks about what he believes, and sometimes he'll even say he doesn't even know what to believe, or I'm 60% sure this is it. It's really, really thorough. extremely thorough on the biblical side and on the science side. It's really good teaching. He's one of the co-founders of the church called Dwell here in Central Ohio, which is a huge non-denominational evangelical church, and they have a big summer expo of teachings, and people come in and talk like from all over the place. I forgot who they are, but famous, like Tim Keller, people like that come and talk here. It's pretty impressive. I think it's called the Xenos Summer Institute. If you've ever been to it, it's called XSI. It's held here in Columbus area on their main campus in Westerville. I didn't look up Absher yet. I still have it written down in big letters. Octogrammer, I have it written down in big capital letters in my notebook. It's something to look into. B, you worked all day in the blistering cold? What were you doing, B? I'm sorry you had a terrible day. Not another long, terrible day, Olivia. Yike. What? Ow. The husky talk just makes me laugh. The grumbly growling and the snorting is just hilarious. I don't know why. It makes me laugh, and I shouldn't laugh. No hump. Good girl. Annie, sit. Come here. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. I love you. Do you know that? Oh, idiom. Why did I say Ken Ham seemed a little off? I just the 6,000 year argument. That's all. Ow. I'll have to watch the whole thing. It's not fair for me to just watch the very beginning and give an opinion like that. I should watch and listen to what he says. His 30-minute argument. Annie off. So I have to take that back. That's not really a fair statement, I guess. And Absher, I didn't look up Absher. What does my day look like tomorrow? Friday. Actually, Annie, off. No. Actually, my Friday is clear. My Friday is clear. So other than my lives and taken Annie out a couple times, and then, or actually one other time, and then studying Spanish. Don't ask why I'm studying Spanish. I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll probably look up Absher. I'll probably start looking into Absher because that's on my list. Bro, it is your startup. Okay. I'll look at it. I'll look into that. But that's going to be a piece of work. Could be a piece of work because yeah, I'll have to look into it. I wonder how long it took Saudi Arabia to institute that from idea to actual implementation. You're a safety man for gas operations. Wow. Gasoline or natural gas? B. Oh, you got to deal with an X? I'm sorry, Olivia. My ex hates me. Won't even talk to me. It's whatever, I guess. But I guess I wasn't the greatest husband and father. I was a good provider, and that's about it. It's whatever, I guess. Yeah. She's. And he's just looking at me. I was just blowing up my cheeks. I was stretching my cheeks out. Hey, that old chestnut. Time to treat you like the child that you are. Go to timeout. Oh my gosh. Bunch of weird people. Oh, B, you're 25. Fizzling out? What do you mean you're fizzling out? Off. Off. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's so many reasons to think that the Earth is older than 6,000 years. Now, the human race, as we know the human race, how we act, how we think, our soul, etc., that might only be 6,000 years. Annie, stop. And I would believe that. I would think that. I don't know if I think that. I don't know what I think about that, but yeah, 25 is young. How could she have energy? I don't understand this dog. We're at the dog park for an hour. Maybe we got to stay there 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, Cole. Yo estudiando español con Babbel. It's an app. I don't know if you would say aplicación but it's called Babbel. And I spent, it was on sale and I spent $199 and I have lifetime access to the app. I can have conversations with their AI chat. There's like an AI chat bot you can have conversations with. You can listen to their podcasts in Spanish. And then, of course, all the courses, all the like teaching, all the lessons forever. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I'm just throwing a Kong for Wesley Huff. Okay, Wesley Huff. Do things that make you happy. Life is short. It is short. I need something that keeps me. Stop. It keeps me interested. I need to. I'll look into Absher. I need to do something. You can only learn from mistakes. Well, yeah. How do you do that with your cheeks? Oh, I don't know. I guess I've always had big cheeks and I didn't know it. Like I would stretch my cheeks, and I would do that and people are like, "Oh my gosh, do you play trumpet?" I'm like, "No, I don't play trumpet." I just holding the air in and then blowing my cheeks out as hard as I can. And he doesn't like it. She's just looking at me like, "What are you doing?" She's up here now. She's on my lap. She's coming to my face. Look at this. It freaks her out, I think. Oh, Annie, here, take that. That's a slimy thing. That's nasty. Sorry, guys. She's all over me right now. Saying he was in the wrong, but whatever he said was blaming you. Yeah, don't listen to him. Don't listen to. He ghosts you and then all of a sudden he texts you. Sounds like he might have tried to go out with someone else and then it didn't work out. Now he's trying to reach back out to you. That is just a guess. Coming from another guy. No, I wasn't a good husband. I had some moments. Basically, I would work a ton. I made a lot of money. Like at the end of my life, I was making like 300 grand a year. I was compensated that, like including 401k and stuff like that, which would be like, and it was so long ago, that would be, I calculated, that would be $400,000 a year now. So to make $400,000 a year, I was working a lot. So my wife would call and she'd be like, "Come home." And then I'd be like, "Okay, I'll come home." And then I wouldn't leave for another 2 hours. So I'd get home like 2 hours and 30 minutes later after she called me. She'd be mad. 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 I say I would change and I wouldn't. I would just keep working. She locked me out of the house. One time I came home about midnight. I got in the garage. I couldn't get into the house. That's the kind of husband and father I was. I didn't cheat on her. Annie, I provided for the family, but that's about the extent of it. And I was good. I mean, I had my moments, like when, like if we're on vacation together, but I missed a lot of vacations. Probably half of the vacations, family vacations, I didn't go on because I worked. But when I was home, I think everything was okay as long as she wasn't mad at me. But there was always that underlying anger and hurt, I think, that was always there. That probably hurt the relationship. Yeah. Louis Armstrong cheeks, yeah. The Fortnite boxer in the house. Yeah, focus on yourself. That's great, Dolly. Dolly always has awesome advice. I remember you, Fortnite boxer. 200,000 years, humans. Yeah, you can say that, but I don't know if the image of God was in those humans 200,000 years ago or even 100,000 years ago. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he breathed his spirit into those. I don't think he did. And I could use the word think or believe in that context. Stop giving her energy drinks. I know, it's ridiculous. We are going to have to stay at the dog park for 45 minutes because half an hour is clearly not enough. Yesterday was an hour and she was, pretty much out of it. She got tired pretty quick, but not tonight. Tonight she's still got too much energy. I'm going to have to start running again. If they get the pavement dry, I want to take her out running. You replied to him. That's good, Olivia. At least he knows where you stand. I wouldn't keep replying to him after that. If you said everything you needed to say, I would just drop it. I'd just ghost him back now. I don't want to say ghost him back, but it sounds like you told him what you think, and that's good. Catnip for dogs, yeah. Dustin is funny. B. No name's gooey. Fortnite boxer, I remember you. Life is throwing curveballs lately. Lots of curveballs. I'm praying for you, Olivia. I didn't say it earlier. I don't know why I don't like to say it, but I did pray for you last night. So it must not have been a good prayer if you had a crappy day. Entiendo. Understand, B. Understand. Fortnite boxer, I remember you. Sorry, I'm way behind on the chat. How old are you, Fortnite boxer? You're ready to build a house and start. And start what? Start a family? Is that what you were trying to say, B? That's true, idiom. About Olivia's ex. Olivia. What's I? Bees said I. I don't know what that is. I remember Fortnite boxer. All right, good night, B. I don't know, the dude mindset. Oh, you're asking what I did for work, Dustin? Okay. I was an electrical engineer, and then I started working for an automotive company, and I was in their electrical research test and it was called Electrical Test and Research Department. So it was research and development. Most of it was development. It was big D, big development. We were developing future parts, future systems for application for future cars, and we also developed the whole car. We made all new cars from the ground up. And I did a whole bunch of that. I got in when the company was smaller, and did a bunch of your usual engineering, FTA, fault tree analysis, failure mode effect analyses, things with the suppliers to make sure, and created specifications for new parts and systems, new technologies that went on to future vehicles. Then I started doing project leader work for that vehicle, coordinating all the electrical group activity and testing and development for the car, and summarizing it all and making sure we were keeping on schedule. And then I was asked to run a couple car developments, and I did. So I led global vehicle developments for this automaker. And then I became an executive, and that's when I had my anxiety took over to the point where I literally shut down my body. I just had a massive depressive episode where I didn't want to do anything. It was so weird. Anyway, the reward for hard work is the reward for hard work. And the next hard work was just too much for my brain to handle. So that's kind of what happened to me. Kind of started the downhill last 9+ years of my life. But yeah, excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. That's what I did. I was an engineer turned product manager, program product manager, running a whole vehicle development. I was like the face, just keeping the schedule and keeping everyone, all the executives in the different branches of the company up to date on how the project was going and what we needed and where the hangups were and what decisions needed to be made and by when. And if they weren't going to decide, then I was going to decide. Because we just had to keep a schedule. But that's what I did. So I was on video calls and stuff like that, always, usually late at night, but also some at 6 a.m. So I was always in the office. This was before they had video calls. You could do video call at your house. They didn't trust the security. The security actually wasn't there. So all of our video conferences were done in the office, 30 minutes away from home. So if I had a 6 a.m. video conference, I had to leave the house at 5:15, make sure I was there on time. When I was done, after a 7 p.m. call, which could go to 9 or 10 o'clock, then I would have a half-hour drive home. But yeah, that was my life. Much different now. Much different. Yikes. Yeah. Why couldn't I balance it better? What's the root of the character flaw? My character flaw is, I don't know if it's a flaw. I guess it's a flaw. Because you're supposed to be able to work and have a family and go to church and all that. Well, I can only focus on one thing at a time. I can only do one thing at a time. I don't know why. So if I'm on vacation, yeah, maybe I can be a good father and a good husband for that week. And then that's it. But even then, I'm probably still gravitating toward my phone and thinking and worried about work underneath it all, just not verbalizing it to my family. But it would just be work. It would obviously prioritize everything. So I didn't want to be seen as not putting forth the effort in the office. So if I'm walking out and one group wanted to talk to me about something, you know what? I just wouldn't keep walking out. I wouldn't go home. Like I said, I was going to go home. They would stop me. I would stop and I would listen to what they had to tell me. And then I would ask them more questions or ask them for more information or ask them to talk to somebody else to make the decision first before they got me involved. But that's kind of what happened to me, you know? I don't say no, so I'd tell yes to my wife and I'd say yes to work. And then even after I said yes to my wife, and which means I'm leaving work, work would ask me for something and I would say yes and I would just stay there. So because I was already there, it was easier just to stay there than to go home. So that's the other part of it. One part of it is my tendency to pick one thing and overdo it. And my other tendency is to say yes to everything because I want to make everybody happy, I guess. Or I don't want anybody mad at me. And I don't know why I'm like that. I'm trying to think if that was biological or environmental factors growing up. Anyway, I'm flawed. Olivia, I crap dump way too much and Dolly feels bad. You're funny. Oh gosh. Olivia, wait a minute. Did you just say, did you intend, all right, I don't know if you're using speech to text or you really meant to type in, this life never seemed worth living, so I never pursued it. Lots of laugh. Okay, so you're joking. Are you talking about the life with that guy? I just want to make sure you're not talking about not living anymore. Yeah, I know. I mean, providing is part of it, but it's only part of it. I also got really mad at her one time because, like, we were always communicating about I'll talk about it. I don't think Giovanni's on here anymore. The sex thing, you know? And she was always tired or something like that. So we would go months and months and not have any sex. And one time we were on a vacation with another couple and I lost it on her. I couldn't take it anymore. Because she said yes. And then by the time we went to bed, a couple or a few hours later, whatever it was, the same thing happened. So I don't know. You know, maybe I could have communicated about it better, but I was tired of asking for it. And anyway, you would think that would be part of a marriage, right? I don't know. I wasn't that good. I mean, I wasn't horrible. I didn't beat anybody or hit anybody any more than anybody hit somebody or something, you know. One of our kids was really difficult, was really, really difficult. He's on the spectrum. And we both had lost it before on him, but not enough. like bruising way or anything like that, but just in a physical way, like shaking him or something, just grabbing him. Like it's hard to explain unless you experience it. One of the heaters broke down, Alexander. Jeez. I can help you with your car, Dolly, that's for sure. But you're on the West Coast. Dustin, wow, that's a fascinating story. Oh, which one? About my career? Yeah, I don't know if it was burnout or I got into a position that I couldn't handle, you know? I mean, there could have been some burnout because of the continuous pressure and anxiety from both sides, from both my ex-wife, family side and from work side. I don't know. Yeah, the corporate, they want as much as they can get. That's their job. And that's your boss's job. Your boss's job is to get the most out of the resources that he has. And the most expensive resources are people. So you always have to get the most out of people. Always. That's just normal. You just have to recognize it. You just have to get a good relationship with your boss and just say, there's some times that I just have to go. And if you're a good employee, if you're an average or better employee, they'll understand that. Or at least I did when I was a boss. Yeah, I had a good career. I did. Yeah, I know a little bit about stuff, but not a lot in detail. I forgot who explained it to me. It's more like a T. In one area, I can go really deep and I know a lot, but the rest of it's very broad. It's like a T. It covers a big area, but I don't know a lot of it. I know a little about a lot of stuff. And only in one area do I know a lot of stuff. Could have been a mental issue. People kept asking me I think I have ADHD for sure. Probably ADHD because I do have a tough time reading. Definitely anxiety. I used to bite all 10 fingers until they bled, like I would like the feeling of biting and ripping the nail off of my skin. And when it would bleed and it would hurt, it would actually feel good. I don't know how to explain why that is, but that's what I would do. So ADHD, anxiety, and since I have a kid on the autism spectrum, I could even be somewhat autistic. So I could be somewhat even more insensitive than I even think I am toward my ex-wife. That's a possibility too. So there's just a lot of stuff. And I don't have a good memory, but maybe that's the ADHD thing. I don't know. But I don't have a good memory either. Yeah, I know I'm not alone in that. My wife wasn't very understanding though. She thought that you can make a lot of money or work only 8 hours a day. And I tried to tell her nobody in the corporate world works 8 hours a day, except the people on the line. But I'm talking about corporate, like white collar work. Nobody. It doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. My brothers are accountants. My other brother owns part of a business. That's a lot different. He's working a lot. But even my other brother, he works at night. He works, half day on the weekend. He works at night after he gets home. There's nobody who works 40 hours a week unless you're doing labor. That's it. those labor jobs and, like working on the line of a manufacturing facility at a car company, for example, yeah, it's almost impossible to work more than 8 hours because your body's going to really be hurting, and it's could be dangerous, could be even become a safety issue. So those are like the only 8-hour a day jobs that exist anymore, 40-hour work weeks. There's no such thing as a 40-hour work week. I tried to tell her that. She didn't understand that at all. She just thought I was making stuff up or lying, or she would hear, that I would, the other wives would say that I was crazy, that I worked too much, because the other guys that I went on, that I was friends with and went golfing with, they probably told their wives that, yeah, I do work an excessive amount. So, yeah, that's true. But that doesn't mean just because I work a real lot, like 4 times a week, my family would be sleeping when I would get home. So I'd get home at like 10 o'clock or later, 4 times a week. And that's after going in at a normal time in the morning, getting there at, say, just call it 8 o'clock. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't even know where I was going. Oh, but just because they would tell their wives and their wives would tell my wife that I did work way too much doesn't mean that they're only working 40 hours a week. That's what I was trying to explain to her. And she wasn't buying it. I'm like, there's nobody who works 40 hours a week. So she worked at a university. A university is kind of like a government job a little bit, Well, I guess it depends on the role or the position, but she could get away with something more along the lines of 40 hours a week, where it just doesn't happen anymore. Now we're getting really serious. Now you're making me grab. I wasn't gonna drink a fake beer, but this topic's got me reaching for a beer. Oh my goodness. Oh, good, Dustin. What'd you get a degree in? A character flaw is worth examining. Oh yeah, tell me which character flaw, because I have so many of them. Dustin, help me out. Honestly, I'd like to hear what you think about that, because I was talking about there's all different kinds of things like ADHD, anxiety, autism, my fixation on only one thing, like my mind can get tunnel vision on one thing. And then the other thing is not being able to say no, saying yes to everything. I'm not even sure where to start examining that. And the other thing is I'm a perfectionist in a huge way. That's the other massive flaw. So everything had to be perfect. Either what I put out had to be perfect, which is maybe why I put a lot of time at work. It had to be perfect. It couldn't be wrong. And I know that came from my upbringing. Could not be wrong. Did not want to be wrong. Never wanted to be wrong. Always wanted to be right. Never wanted to make a mistake. And then I expected the same thing from everybody else too, like on my team, and then obviously probably in the family. My ex-wife even got me a book, and it was something about perfectionism. And I knew she was right. And I never read that book. It sat on my nightstand. It's not like I purposely didn't read it. It's just like I probably worked so much that I never really had time to read it. Anyway, I think now you're getting a clearer picture of what kind of person I am. I mean, might seem like a nice person for, you know, 20 minutes in the morning and 2 hours here at night, but, you know, to live a life with someone is a lot different, right? When you spend the majority of your time with a person, you really get to know them and all their flaws come out. And I just gave you guys, I think, all my flaws. I think that's it. There's probably more in there. And she wasn't a perfect person, but she was a beautiful person inside and out. So that's why I loved her. That's a good point, Alexander. A character is only as flawed as you allow yourself to be. That's true. Yeah, I did. I didn't want to be poor. You know, I was made fun of at school by the stuff I wore. We couldn't afford things that actually fit me in high school because I already needed tall clothes in high school because I was so tall. I mean, by the time I was a junior, I was 6'6". I forgot how tall I was as a sophomore, but stuff wasn't fitting me, but we didn't have the money. So we just get the cheap stuff, you know, like extra large, but it would be way too baggy for me, and then it would be too short, and I would just look like an idiot. And yeah, I just got made fun of big time. Eating spam and macaroni and cheese, and hot dogs and ketchup, beans and weenies. We ate like terrible. And then we had leftovers on Saturday. Leftovers of that stuff. So whatever was left over, that's what we had on Saturday. So we ate like cheap food for 6 days a week, and then we had a decent meal on Sunday. Like my mom would make a roast, like a pork roast, or once in a while we'd have liver. I remember having liver. I don't know why. I think my dad liked liver. Maybe it was cheap back then too. I don't know if it's cheap now. I'm not sure. That could be. I didn't want to be poor. And I saved and saved and saved like my dad. Like very frugal. I was a very frugal person. I believed in living below my means, you know, getting a house not at the maximum of what you can afford. All that kind of stuff. That's kind of my mindset. I don't know if that's a character flaw. I don't think it is, but that's just me. I meant that aspect of life. I wouldn't be that truthful to people. Uh-oh. I'm probably going way off topic and tangent here. Maybe I should have grabbed a beer with alcohol in it. At what point did I go off the rails, Olivia? And I'm just being too truthful. Oh, maybe that was the SCX part way back then. I'm not sure. I'm way behind in the chat. You guys are probably having a field day with me right now. An absolute field day. And by the way, let's go see where Annie is. Let me take a break and get my mind off of that, out of that rut. Let me see where she is. Hi, baby girl. Good night. I think she was trying to get me to go to bed. That could have been the other thing. When she gets tired, she gets all that hyper excessive energy and just starts snorting and huffing and puffing at me. And the husky talk. Athletic Brewing Company. They must make all non-alcoholic beers. I'm just guessing by the name. That's true, Ryan. I got pretty high, and whatever I tried to do, I was pretty good at it because I was determined not to fail and to be better than everybody else and to be as good as I possibly could be. All those things were always going through my mind all the time. So, yeah. So the last 9 years have been very difficult for me, some more difficult than others, but it's been difficult. The failure of the last 9 years can weigh on me. Hmm. I know. Octogrammer, God does know my heart because He's the only one who knows what He gave me and what kind of thinking He gave me or how I think. And honestly, I do feel good about it. I do feel good about God judging my heart. I know I'm not perfect. I know I need Christ. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not worried about God judging my heart. And thank you for saying that. That's a very kind thing to say. Dolly's like, oh, no, that won't do. Oh, you thought I was going to say she wanted it too much. Oh, man, I must be way behind in this chat. I'm going to start speeding up here. Okay, I work with kids with autism. You're a behavioral therapist? Dustin? Oh, wow, that's cool. Man, it's hard. Isn't it stressful working with kids with autism? Do you have to work with them all day long? You must be exhausted by the end of the day. They can wear you out. Whew. Man, kudos to you. There's a PTSD patient loose again. One moment, wish me luck. Oh my God. Who's trolling, Dolly? I don't know. I'm missing stuff here. Oh man, really? Your niece wrote you a letter that you never go to her games? Wow. I think I expected perfection for my kids too, not just myself, but my kids. Like kids can be perfect. So I would yell at them. And my daughter wrote me a letter about yelling, and I kept it. And that helped me at home. Are we freaks? I'm a freak. Dolly, I'm so far behind, I can't keep up. You said, oh my God, I did that too. What did you do, Dolly? I'll try to catch up right now so I won't miss it. Yeah, I think she resents or is mad at herself for marrying me. Yeah, I let go of the regret. I mean, I can't change it now. I can't. I can just go forward. But it's just, I think it's just normal that you have days where you think about it and you're like, oh, I wish I did better, but all I can do is go forward and not let it, like you said, not let it consume me. Oh, nice octogrammer. Matt laughed the hard stuff. Oh, degree in behavioral therapy. That's cool. I do have a one-track mind. I guess that could be it. And that's why I can be successful at something, but not two things at once. All right, see you, Dustin. A behavioral therapist. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to watch me have a therapy session with Dustin tomorrow. Do you like seeing me be real? It's, yeah, it is what it is. I tried to get better. Well, like I said the other day, I think I had low EQ, tried to understand my emotions, get better control over them, and that emotions are temporary and you shouldn't act or react or even talk based on them. I need to think first. And I never didn't do that very well in the past. Trained myself to try to be better at that. It's just a lot of things, man. Trying to be a better person. Some things I just never even knew about, like that emotional, intelligence. I didn't even. Sounds like, if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have said that's a bunch of gobbledygook. But now I know how important it is. Just I was never taught it. No, Dolly, we are not on good terms. I would like to talk to her, but she can't even look at me. She barely looks at me. She doesn't want to talk to me. She, in fact, just doesn't want to talk to me. She wants me to stay completely away from her. I don't call her, I don't text her. She has everything with the kids. I just talk to the kids. The kids talk to me. If they have to ask mom something, they will. So, I mean, I saw her because my son asked me to come to his graduation party, at mom's house. So I went there, but she avoided me the whole time. I had to go find her to tell her thanks for letting me come, and I told her thanks for doing a good job raising the kids. And then she's like, okay. And I just turned around and walked away because you could just tell she didn't want to talk to me. Those are the only two things I said to her in the last, I don't know how long. I do hold her in high regard. Thomas, what's going on? I don't know what just happened in this live. You didn't even have your Prosecco. Corporate America needs a chill pill. No, man, it's the whole world. It's not just corporate America anymore. I mean, corporate America is at war with corporate Canada and corporate Mexico and corporate China and corporate Japan and corporate Europe, and everybody's trying to be better and better and better. And if, you always got to do more with less, and you got to figure it out. Excuse me. That's why there's innovation and technology. If you don't get better, if you don't innovate, you're going to eventually die. And then people get laid off, and it'll even be worse. So unfortunately, that's just the world that we live in. It's a capitalist world. And that's probably how it should be, you know? Those who want to work hard are going to do better. That's just it. Oh, my marriage failed, idiom. And I'm part of the marriage, so. First God, then family, then work. I know. Getting help is the best thing you do for yourself and your family. Yeah. Oh, Dustin, working with them upped your self-control. I know the autistic kids, yeah. Good for you, Dustin. Man, you sound like a good guy. I wish you could talk to my son. I don't even know what's happening. I don't even know what's happening anymore with him reading. Are you talking about me that reading the comments, or I'm so far behind? Is that what it is? I'm just chilling, waiting. What are we waiting for? You've been hit, spit on, etc. Oh my God. That's terrible. Your brain, Olivia, what's wrong? You're so mentally drained, you have no clue what's going on. You must be tired. Hey again, Thomas. How was your day, man? Olivia, what do you mean I don't even know what he's reading because I've been in a different app? What am I reading? I'm not reading anything. Hey, well, I am reading comments. All right. Good night, Olivia. I hope you have a better night. I really hope you have a better day tomorrow. All right. Yeah. If my day isn't that good, I will attack it. That's funny. I like that. I like that. Man, now I feel like going out and getting drunk after that. After this live, that mental dump that I just had. Thanks, Olivia. I don't know. I think the only way to get better is to be hard on yourself. If you're not hard on yourself, you're probably being too easy on yourself. That's the way I look at it. I don't know. And look at that, we're up to date now. Olivia, you're funny. Bye, Olivia. Sorry. See, when I start talking, I'm not reading comments. I can't do both at the same time. It's very difficult. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go drink. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't have. That was kind of a joke. That was a joke. Yeah, it will cause more problems, and I'll feel terrible tomorrow. Actually, reaching for that non-alcoholic beer was a good idea, because it gave me the flavor, like sensation, but I'm not. Yeah, I know, but I failed on a lot of things. Like, and I think I've failed because I can't figure things out, or I don't know what I'm doing. So if you work harder, you can figure things out sometimes. Anyway, anti-fragility concept. No, I've never heard of that idiom. Boy, that's interesting. Anti-fragility concept. I'll have to look into that. What does that mean? I was wondering how many of you guys are married that are still on right now. How many of you are married? Since I talked about my failed marriage. Wow, Octogrammer. Good for you. You're not only healthier, you're saving a lot of money by not drinking. You're married to your books. Good for you. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I switched to non-alcoholic. Never married. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess I wasn't a horrible person, but anyway. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Ryan. Idiom: no kids, no plants, no pets, no plants. Oh, alcohol's prohibited. I didn't realize that. You're a dry country. Wow. Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Octogrammer is in Saudi Arabia. Wow. Jeez, I can't believe that. No alcohol. That's unbelievable. Hmm. I wish I could see the future. I wish I could see 1 week from now, 1 month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, etc., etc., etc. On and on and on and on and on until eternity. I wish I knew. Hear about the sober life. That's good, though. Someone said that alcohol is good if you have just one or two. It's kind of like a social lubricant. Loosens people up a little bit so you can have a little bit more fun interacting with others. But we abuse the heck out of alcohol here in the US, I'll tell you that. We drink so much alcohol, it's unreal. Well, you got a 2-year degree, Ryan. That's good. And you're probably working, so that's accomplishing things every day. I feel like I'm accomplishing nothing every day. Not a good luck, I tell you. Yeah, being drunk is not good. I've done so many stupid things drunk. So many. Fragile equals damage from volatility. Resilient equals unaffected. Anti-fragile benefits and grows and volatility. It is hard to have just one or two because you start feeling good, so then you just want more. That's the deceiving thing with alcohol. I was going to say, yeah, well, that is an accomplishment, right? Yeah, sometimes, some days, there are days where just getting through the day is accomplishment enough. Like tomorrow, I want to do something. So tomorrow, I'm going to look up Absher, and I might work on that for a lot. That and my Spanish. That and my Spanish. Gonna have to focus on that. See what I figure out. All right, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. I really appreciate you guys being on and listening to my. I don't even know why I went into that or how we got into that topic, but I did a lot of talking tonight about my marriage. One time, my childhood friend had too many, and he vomited on my lap, and I couldn't hold and vomited on. Ooh. Wow. Comeback king. I do want to come back and do something. I need my one thing to focus on again. I need to find that one thing. That's like a book. There was a book called That One Thing or The One Thing. Excuse me, guys. I need to find my one thing again. I had my one thing and I lost it. When my brain crashed and burned on me. Oh, you're welcome, Cole. All right. I will, Octogrammer. Yeah. All right, guys. Cole, Octogrammer, Idiom, Ryan. All you guys who are still on here, I appreciate it. Frank, if you're there, thanks for sticking on. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I'm going to try to go to bed, and I'll be on my live tomorrow morning, 7:45 in the morning, talking about the Bible, talking about positive stuff, all right? So thanks again. I appreciate you guys. Peace. I'll keep my head up. Yeah, I got to get back into all the hard work, though. Got to get back into the hard work. I'm actually dying to do some work again. All right. Thank you guys for being kind to me. I appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow morning, hopefully, or tomorrow night, or whenever you can get here.